Murray Baker, race at Ellerslie New Year's, race 2 Mongolian Marshal.
Promising horse, we do like him, but unfortunately he's drawn out a bit, so he could be scratched yet. We're just waiting to see what comes out inside him.
Race 4, 2 runners, Lily the Pink.
Yeah, promising race the other day for 5th in the 8 carat over 1600 metres, bred to stay, and I think she'll be a chance.
The other runner is Marcelina.
Looking for ground, a Savabeel, stoutly bred on the dam side. I think she'll be running on.
Race 6, Collaborate.
He's been looking for a 2-4 race, and Ellerslie will suit him. He's run well there before.
Race 7, 3 runners, Camino Ricoso.
Had his chance the other day, beaten ahead, suspect at the distance, but he's a free running horse and sometimes you can get away with it at Ellerslie.
High Lad.
Very pleased the way he's going, High Lad. Will run the trip. I think he's a chance.
And your thoughts on Cicada?
He's also a chance, but he's a bit erratic, but he's good staying pedigree and has been placed over 2-4 at Ellerslie.
Race 8, 2 runners, Coldplay.
Yeah, a little bit tightened at Trentham the other day in the Wait for Age, down on the fence, drawn 1 and then got held up on the bend, and hard to get your momentum going once you stop in the Wait for Age race. Battled on well. I think handicap conditions will suit her. Unfortunately drawn out a bit.
And the smart mare, Love Affair.
Yeah, she should be riding at Love Affair. She's worked well and she's got a bit of class.
Stable pick.
Probably Love Affair.
Tony, Ellerslie on New Year's, race 1, Red Can.
He's been very unlucky his last few starts. He probably should have won at Rotorua at his last start, albeit in a lesser class of race. But he's been in good form and will stay up to 2100 metres strongly. Drawn a touch awkwardly, but he's a good genuine place chance and a very even field.
Race 3, Love Lucy.
Yeah, look, she's chasing black type today. She's a thief home at Tauranga at her only start. She's improved since then. Look, she's a 40 to 1 chance in a very strong race, but if they go hard, she'll be hitting the line strongly and hopefully she could grab some black type.
Race 5, Horseman.
He's in great form. He possibly should have won last start. He got held up at a vital stage and coming home strongly, and it looks like a nice race for him. He's a very good 3-year-old and his form's stacked up against some of the better 3-year-olds through the season. So as long as they roll along at a reasonable tempo, he's a good winning chance.
Race 6, Magic Chai.
He's in outstanding form at the moment. He's been very dominant his last 2 wins. Very hard race to win this. It's always a very competitive field, but he's in great form and probably one of my better chances for the day.
Race 8, Rangipo.
Yeah, the old boys come back in great form. His fresh up run for 4th in an open sprint was very, very pleasing. He'll love the 1600 metres and gets in on a very, very light weight. He's probably a sneak each way chance at good odds. Albeit, you know, Murray's filly and that's been very well handicapped and should be extremely hard to beat.
Race 9, Sacred Star.
The old boy couldn't be happy with the way he's come back. He hasn't run for 16 months. If he'd drawn a barrier, I thought he was a chance of winning. He's got a great fresh up record, but he's going to need a lot of luck from the outside barrier. But he is the class horse of the field.
Stable pick for the day?
I'd probably have to stick with Magic Chai.
Murray Hawkesbury New Year's, race 1, Kookanes.
Well, he has won a couple both on the track. Very disappointing at Tauranga the other day. Had the run of the race and faded out. Hoping the 3K claim's going to help him.
Race 4, Milcien.
Very promising filly, full sister to Werther, and she should go a good race.
Race 6, last up winner, Princess Sapphire.
Yeah, 3K claimer, should be well suited. I think she's a chance.
Race 8, Mamba.
Good debut member, running on late at 14 and 16 will suit her. She's bred to stay.
Stable pick.
Probably Milesian.
Tony Tauranga on Tuesday, race 2, Come On Spinner.
Much improved last start run. He's slowly coming into form. Progressive horse, just want to do a little bit wrong, drawn ideally in gate 4. Jason Waddell rides and should be a good winning chance in an even maiden field.
Race 3, Sacred Party.
He's probably an unlikely runner from gate 17. We'll probably wait and go to Ruakaka next week with him.
You also have Special Light.
Special Light, she's a nice staying filly. Probably a mile's still going to be a touch sharp for her. She'll be hitting the line strongly and possibly one to follow over further later on in the season.
Race 5, Anarchy.
Yeah, she's run 2 very good races this preparation. She'll love to step up to 2100 metres. She'll get back a touch from an awkward gate, but she's a nice winning chance in this race.
Race 9, Sacred Tonnet.
He got beaten by a very good horse at Hawke's Bay of Lance O'Sullivan's and Aero de Paris. Still learning what to do. He's quite an awkward horse and not the easiest horse to ride, but he's definitely got plenty of ability and doesn't need to improve much to be winning on Tuesday.
And race 10, 2 runners, Fashion Sense.
Fashion Sense was a touch disappointing at Ellerslie last start, but she's drawn well in gate 4 on Tuesday. She'll roll forward up near the speed and she could be an each way chance at odds.
And your thoughts on Poppy Star?
Yeah, she's flying at the moment. She's going really well, and from gate 12 we may scratch and wait and get a real card next week, just an awkward draw.
Stable pick for Tauranga?
Probably come in spinner.
Murray Tauranga on Tuesday, race 1, 2 runners, Crafty Eva first.
Will be suited by the ground, probably needs a bit of rain, but more distance the better.
And the other runner, Zenita.
You won't be far away, Zenita, running honestly. Good run the other day.
Race 3, Spectra.
Drawn wide, don't know whether it's going to start, but much improved performance for 4th the other day.
Race 4, Mongolian Beauty.
She won't be far away, Mongolian Beauty. Possibly could be too short for the 1300, but promising filly.
Race 9, Rockwheeler.
Yeah, I think Rockwheeler will be right in it. Good debut at Tirapa for 5th.
And race 10, True Enough.
Won the other day, true enough, and stepping up a grade. We'll just see how he copes.
Stable pick.
Probably Mongolian Beauty.